Hi, I'm Kottaveiinflux, and every day is a journey into my mind. Gently, I welcome you to my imagination and the next season of my life. So, listen, anybody ever got into a wrestling match? Like you wrestled in high school? I didn't, I ran. Or, you're fighting with your siblings or playing with your siblings and you're wrestling, or you're just mentally like wrestling with something in your mind. It's just disturbing you so much, and you're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and you can't really make a decision about what it is you're trying to do, what it is you want to do. And so the wrestling becomes mental versus like a physical wrestling. Sometimes when I wake up, I wrestle with being an artist. And it's the thing you're not supposed to say. Oh my gosh, you've been given all these gifts. You can draw, you can paint, you can write, and in my case, you can make good food. Because for me, that's a medium. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I wrestle with my gift. You're not supposed to challenge the fact that you were given all of these things. All of these things were poured into you. All of these things came with you into the world. You're supposed to embrace them. You're supposed to let them shine. You're supposed to show everybody. You're supposed to show up for everybody that loves your gift as well. And you're supposed to share it liberally with them. Did you hear that word I said? A lot of the should. Yeah, that's not my word. Should is one of those words that will leave you locked into a perpetual wrestling, not only within yourself internally, but externally. With you not being able to say no to two things that are not your things, two situations, circumstances, opportunities that are not for you. The should will put you in a place that or and won't. And what do I mean by that? And what does this have to do with art? Well, I'm going to tell you. One of the biggest asked questions of artists is, can you draw me? Yeah, I can, but I don't want to. And that's pretty much my answer now. I can, but I don't want to. I do not enjoy realistic portraits, but I have friends who do. And what do? I pass those opportunities on to them because that's their opportunity, not mine, right? Someone told me, well, you should have taken that because you needed the money. You should have taken that because that person is famous. You should have not missed that opportunity. Their should is not my should because that wasn't my opportunity. And I was happy to pass it along to someone whose opportunity it was. The should will get you stuck in places that or and want. Because when I wake up some days, I can draw or write. I can write or cook. I can cook or rest and daydream because that too is process. See how the or works for me right there? Love the or. The only thing I love more than the or and despise more than the should, love the and. I can draw and paint. I can cook and write. I can daydream and do nothing at all. Because doing nothing is part of the process for me. Laying in the grass, particularly here, up under the sun with the breeze blowing on my face after having had some really, really good coffee, because the coffee here is so good, right? Those ands are like the sweet spot for me. I can fully be myself and be intellectual. I can fully be outside and stay in the house and incubate. I can go into my home and be completely content and have the desire to travel and do it. See how the and is so luxurious in that? Too many of y'all are stuck in somebody else's should instead of embracing your or and. And it matters. How I live my life, which some people would look at and go, oh my gosh, you're doing this, you're doing that. Your life is really great. But you don't see the times I've had to sacrifice and give up time I wanted for myself, right? I'm here by intention, by design, by looking at what I wanted my creative life to look like and embracing that and getting rid of the shoulds. I told someone yesterday that tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. And it is. And you do want to honor your ancestors in a way that makes their sacrifices and their joys apparent. However, that does not mean you have to live your life in a way someone else has dictated for you. And for me, that goes deeply, deeply, deeply into my creativity. One of the words I like to use to describe myself is feral. And somebody's like, wait, animals are feral. Yeah, well, so am I with my creativity. I'm just going for whatever it is that makes that creativity thrive. Oh, my stomach's growling. I didn't eat yet. Right? That makes that creativity thrive. I'm a very responsible person. But when it comes to my art and creative self, I let her run around crazy in the forest of my mind. I remember dating some guys a couple of years ago. He's like, I would love to be the fly on the wall in your imagination. No, you wouldn't. Don't get lost up in there. Do not get lost up in there. It's a lot there. However, thinking about it, that the internal wrestling, my imagination is the best favorite place I've ever been. And because I travel so much and I've been here in Yon, people always like to ask me, what's your favorite place you've ever been? I'm like, my imagination, hands down, every single time. And the reason I say that is because all of those times, and there were years where I was physically anchored to where I was, like I could not move, I was still free in my imagination. So even my tattoo I have on this arm is see the bird? I'll explain the rest of them another time. But I got that bird because birds do a few things. When they do fly away, but they always come home. They're anchored, right? And even when my body was physically contained to one spot, my mind and imagination was always free. It was always free. And it was never a struggle for me to go there and find respite and go there and find my or and, right? There's no should in my imagination at all. It's always there for me. It moves when I move. And when I feel, triggered or attacked, it's my favorite place to go. I don't run away there. I find respite there. There's safety there. There's care there. There's all the light and the love there. And anytime I go there rolling in on internal wrestle, my spirit goes, oh, wait. You're in a safe, creative space. And I'm able to let go of any kind of struggle I'm feeling, any kind of tethering of back and forth of what it is I'm here to do and my why. So when you start wrestling with yourself and you start thinking about what you should do, drop that should. Let it go. Leave that should in the other room. Put it on your feet and stomp that should down. Should is not the word you want to think of. Consider your ors in terms of making choices about what you can do. Choose your ands and embrace all the parts of you that are meaningful for you and leave other people outside of it. There's no reason for you to wrestle with other people's opinions of you, your creativity, and your makership. So if you enjoyed this talk, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and if you feel inclined, share. I'm Kottaveiinflux, living my life with no ceiling, no floor, no walls, no box, just the world.